Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about two new 2 pence coins from the United Kingdom. Coins you might still find in your pocket change while most 2p coins are common. Some rare varieties like the famous new pence coins can be worth a surprising amount of money. In this video show you what to look for, which ones are the most valuable, and how much your 2p coins could be worth right now. Let's get started. First up, because it tells us a lot about this coin's place in the evolution of decimal currency, the obverse features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth, designed by Raphael Maklove, which was used on UK coins from 1985 until 1997. Wait, you might notice something interesting here. In 1998, a new obverse portrait by Ian Rank Broadley was actually introduced. This is the first year you'll see this portrait on the 2 pence coin, showing a more mature depiction of the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This makes the 1998 coin a little bit special because it represents the first year of a new portrait series, an appealing detail for collectors who enjoy building portrait typesets. On the reverse, you'll still find Christopher Ironside's iconic design of the badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers within a coronet, accompanied by a ribbon with the motto Ich diene, which means serve in German. By 1998, the coin no longer carried the words new pence, which had been replaced by 2 pence back in 1982. The coin's overall appearance is very similar to earlier issues of the combination of the updated obverse portrait and the still familiar reverse design makes the 1998 issue an interesting transitional piece in the timeline of UK coinage. Another important aspect to consider is metal composition. Starting in 1992, the 1p and 2p coins were no longer made of bronze. Instead, they were struck in copper-plated steel. This change was made to save on production costs as the price of copper rose, and the shift meant that coins minted after 1992 would be attracted to a magnet, something you can easily test at home. Your 1998 2p coin is therefore made of copper-plated steel, weighing 7.12 grams and measuring 25.91 millimeters across. If you compare it to an older pre-1992 bronze coin, you'll find that it looks and feels nearly identical, but the magnet test is a fun way to tell them apart. Now let's look at mintage numbers. The Royal Mint produced a very large quantity of 2 pence coins in 1998. Over 141 million were struck for circulation. That means that this coin is not rare in general circulation, and most examples you find will only be worth their face value of 2 pence. However, condition makes a big difference in numismatics, and collectors do seek out the highest quality examples they can find. If you can find a 1998 2p coin that is still bright, lustrous, and free from scratches or circulation, where then you have something more interesting to add to a date set. This is where mint sets and proof sets come into play, and where the term often gets mentioned in the collecting community. In 1998, the Royal Mint issued annual brilliant uncirculated sets and proof sets that contain the 2p coin in pristine condition. These sets were because 1999 sits firmly in the modern decimal era of UK coinage. The obverse features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was introduced in 1998 and remained in use until 2015, showing a more realistic, mature image of the Queen with a wider tiara and greater facial detail. Many collectors appreciate this portrait because of its lifelike quality and strong strike details. The reverse design is the familiar Christopher Ironside creation, the badge of the Prince of Wales with 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, and the ribbon carrying the German motto "Ich die," meaning "I serve," the words "2 pence" run around the top edge since the old new pence legend had been retired back in 1982. An important thing to note about the 1999 coin is its metal composition. Like all 1p and 2p coins minted after 1992, it is struck in copper-plated steel rather than the older bronze alloy. This was a cost-saving measure implemented by the Royal Mint. As copper prices rose, the weight remained the same at 7.12 grams and the diameter stayed 25.91 millimeters, but the switch to copper-plated steel means your 1999 2p coin will stick to a magnet. A fun fact and an easy way to tell post-1992 coins apart from pre-1992 bronze is when it comes to mintage, the 1999 2p coin had a very high production run. Over 463 million were struck for circulation, one of the higher mintages for this denomination, which means that 1999 2p coins are extremely common in circulation today. You will almost certainly find one in any handful of UK pocket change or coin jars. Because of this massive mintage, circulated examples are generally only worth their face value of 2 pence. The key to value for 1999 coins lies not in rarity, but in condition. This is where mint sets come in and where the phrase sometimes gets mentioned in collecting circles. In 1999, the Royal Mint issued brilliant and circulated blue coin sets and proof sets for collectors. These sets were sold in special packaging and contained coins that were struck with extra care, often with sharper details and a brighter finish. If you hear about it, may refer to bulk lots of 40 brilliant, uncirculated coins from mint bags or dealers selling them in multiples. Collectors who want the best possible 1999 2p coin for their collection will generally seek out one from a blue set or proof set rather than a circulation coin. Now let's talk about value. As I mentioned, an average circulated 1999 2p coin is worth only its face value. A brilliant, uncirculated example from a mint set can be worth £1 to £2 depending on condition and demand. Proof coins, which are struck multiple times on polished dies to achieve a mirror-like finish, can sell for £3 to £5 if they are still in their original presentation. Packaging for collectors who are serious about grading. Professionally slabbed coins that receive a grade of MS66 or higher from a third-party grading service might fetch a higher price, but because the mintage was so large, there isn't much scarcity premium attached to this year. Varieties and errors are always a topic of interest, and while 1999 is not known for any major design varieties, no new pence versus 2 pence confusion like in the early 1980s era, coins can still exist. Off-center strikes, double strikes, coins with missing copper plating, or examples with die cracks can be worth significantly more to error collectors. If you find a coin that looks unusual compared to a normal 1999 2p, it may be worth getting a second opinion from a coin dealer or posting it on a reputable coin collecting forum. Condition is absolutely critical when it comes to value. A coin that has been sitting in circulation for 25 years will almost always have scratches, dings, and some loss of luster. Cleaning a coin to make it shiny is one of the worst things you can do, as it can leave scratches and actually lower its value. If you have a nice, uncirculated 1999 coin, keep it in a protective holder, album, or capsule to prevent further wear. Coins from mint sets should ideally remain sealed in their original Royal Mint packaging, which collectors appreciate because it guarantees authenticity and quality. It's also worth remembering that coins are not just pieces of metal, they're snapshots of history. The year 1999 marked the last year of the 20th century and a time of major change in the UK and the world. The approach of the new millennium, the rise of the internet, Age and the final years of Queen Elizabeth II's long reign before the new portrait changes of the 21st century for collectors. Owning a 1999 2p coin can be a way of marking that important historical moment. Some collectors build millennium-themed sets that include all denominations from 1999 as a way of commemorating the end of an era. So to summarize, the 1999 UK 2 pence coin is extremely common in circulation, but it's still an important date for collectors, especially because it features the rank broadly portrait that was still new at the time. Its value in circulated condition is generally just face value, but coins from brilliant uncirculated sets or proof sets can be worth a couple of pounds. If you want the best example for your collection, look for one in top condition or straight from a mint set. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1999 2p coin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you never miss another collector's guide, and leave a comment below telling me whether you've found one of these in your change or if you own a mint set or proof set example. I'd love to hear your coin collecting stories.